It's going good.
So you had a pretty good situation going on at your previous school. I guess what about this opportunity stood out to you to, I don't know if you want to call it a risk, but to make the jump and start anew somewhere else?
Really just getting out of my comfort zone. I'm a Texas kid from Texas, born and raised in Texas. So just going to that university was, for one, a blessing, something that I'm grateful for, and now it's time to step into a new journey and attack it full head of steam.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
When obviously some circumstances here changed. Gus Malzahn was the offensive coordinator. Now he's retired. What's that been like for you? How did you handle that? And kind of what have your conversations been with the staff since then?
I feel like the offense, really the whole team as a whole, we respect Gus for the things he's done for this program and the knowledge he poured into us with his time. Well, my time being with him, I was here for a month with him, but even with that month, I still learned a lot of things about this offense coming from him. So, we really just ready the ball, man, ready to do what we got to do to get us to the next step.
Hey, Trey, can you just talk about Coach Cam Martin, and what stood out to you about him and dealing with him as a transfer and then now over the last 6 or so weeks?
Really just the fact that we could connect outside of football. I feel like athletes in general could get so tied into wanting to perfect your craft, and we forget about the bonds that are special to build. And that's what Cam helped me realize, the bonds that I make in this university, in this community, around this program are going to last me for a long lifetime.
I know it's only been a little bit of time since you guys started pivoting to learn Coach Norvell's offense. Any kind of differences that stand out to you, things that you like about it that you think you might fit in well with?
So far, I'm going to say, just his offense requires leadership. A lot of it, not just from a specific position, but from the whole team, the whole offense as a whole. So really just learning the schemes, learning what route I got on this play, what route I got on that play, where I line up, whether to the boundary, to the field, and just really just attacking it.
Trey, I know it's only been about a month, but what are some of your early impressions of some of the guys in the locker room, particularly with you in the running back room?
For one, I'm going to say the intent that the team comes with. Coming into this year, I can't recall how many new players we have, but it's a bunch of new players. So just for everybody being able to buy in on the mission that we got set and just buy into the message that Coach Norvell and the staff are giving, really I feel like that's the biggest thing I'm impressed with, just how on one accord everybody is.
Florida State obviously has a proud tradition, but the last couple of years haven't been so good. In your conversations with Coach Norvell and the staff coming over here, like what sold you on Florida State?
I'm gonna say for sure the message he gives about climb, eyes up, keep climbing. I'm gonna say that stuck with me the most, just simply because you can't dwell over things that you'd have been through in your life. The only way is up, the only way is through forward. So just him relaying that message, like, look, you got here, now where you want to go next? Do you want to keep going, or do you want to trickle backwards and retrace steps? So I feel like me as a person, as a player, as a son, as a brother, I feel like that's what life is all about. Whether you're playing football, whether you're teaching a class, it's all about taking that next step to something greater.
Trey, you've shown to be a good receiver out of the backfield at Texas. Has that always been important to you, going back to high school? And how do you feel like that can blend in with this offense here at Florida State?
Definitely. As I got more into my craft, I noticed that when you get to the league, organizations don't want running backs that could just run the ball. You have to be able to run the ball, catch the ball, block. So coming into my junior year, I made an emphasis on catching more balls after practice, getting on the jugs with my teammates, catching with the quarterbacks, really just honing in on the things that could help my craft more.
Last season, you were with a program that was, coming off of a playoff appearance. What was sort of that energy there? What are you seeing around this team in terms of desire, energy going into these off-season conditioning workworkouts?
Like I had mentioned, the intent. Coach Norvell, he praised us the other day about our intent coming into tour duty. I'm gonna say the guys that have done tour duty before, they kind of put it on you like, hey, look, it's work. You know, it's a more extreme work, but at the end of the day, it's like I mentioned, it's perfecting your craft. You know, if everybody go out there together and we on one accord and we attack what we got going that day, it makes things a lot easier. So I feel like as a whole, the team does a great job of intentionally working and intentionally trying to get better.
The guys around you, obviously it's a brand new offensive line. They brought in a lot of transfers, and then new quarterback with Ashton. Like, how have you spent time trying to get to know those guys, or how do you handle that?
Yes. See, so me, I'm a funny character, so I like to have fun. So when we working or whether we're outside of the facility, I like to tap in with my guys, especially the O-line and especially Ashton. Also, him being a transfer quarterback, you know, me and him kind of in the same boat with learning the schemes and learning the offense. So, you know, it's very important that we tap into the younger O-linemen and the older O-linemen also. So whenever it's game time and go time, we all on one accord.
I think you have about 40 appearances and about 24 starts in your college career. So what is it that you want to improve upon as you go into this next season, individually speaking?
For one, I for sure want to be a captain for this team. I feel like it's gonna take a lot out of me to earn that title, but at the end of the day, it comes with respecting your teammate, respecting the program, respecting the community, and I feel like I'm willing to give that back to the community and the program, respect and love, and really just give it my all.
When it comes to usage as a running back, or are you a guy that do you like having a smaller amount of opportunities that like you can really dial in and take advantage of, or do you want to be a guy that they lean on, and do you need the rhythm and the reps during a game to get rolling?
Truth be told, I look at myself as someone who's willing to do whatever it takes. You know, whether we need a pass call or they need me to run the ball, they need me to pick up a block, I'm willing to do that because at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's not about, oh, how many stats can I get, how many catches can I get, how many touches can I get. It's about the team coming out victorious and learning from the game that we just played.
When you committed to Florida State, and then also when we talked to Ashton, a lot of people just talk about your leadership. Is that something that was natural when you were young? Who instilled that in you, or did you develop it over time?
It definitely was something that I'm gonna say I caught on to it maybe around the age of 9, 10, because I got a younger brother and a younger sister. My brother's a year younger than me, and my sister's 3 years younger than me. So really just, growing up, your mom's at work, y'all get out of school, and they look up to their big brother to get things done around the house. So I kind of just translated it from my household to the field, from the field to my life, It plays a big part whenever the peers around you look at you as a leader. I don't take that lightly, and that's really like something I've instilled to me, like who I am.
I don't think you ever visited, but Chris Thompson Norvell recruited you out of high school, right?
Correct.
Are there any differences in them when you came here, or is it still the exact same person?
Exact same. Coach Norvell comes in every day with the same energy. And when I came with my OB, that's something he told me. I didn't believe him. I believed him, but I didn't know to what extent was it true. So when I got here, and every day we in the facility, he's the same person. He's yelling, whether it's positive or he's yelling to get your attention, he's doing something to let you know that his intent is full.
You mentioned leadership being important to you, wanting to be a captain. Because why is that a goal for you this season, to be a captain? Why is being a leader important to you?
Truth be told, I feel like in my previous years, I've held myself back. I've always been looked at as a leader, but I feel like in some way, form, or fashion, I kind of shied away from being a leader in certain aspects, whether it's on the field or off the field. And I feel like not only is it because it's my last year, because Coach Norvell and the program helped me understand, like, time doesn't wait. You got so much time on your hands, so much things you can accomplish in that time, so why not accomplish them?
You have a talented young back in that room, Oos. What's it been like getting to be around him, and do you try to mentor him since you played a lot of college ball?
Definitely. It's been great being around Oos. Every day we come into the facility, outside of the facility, Oos is, whether he's texting or talking to me, he's trying to learn the game. Whether it's pass pro, catching, running the ball, what fronts the defense are in, he's always willing to learn. And, you know, that's something I commend him for because that's what I did as a younger player. You know, I was in a talented running back room. I had talented older guys with me. And just being able to tap into them and get the knowledge that they got and soak it up, it didn't apply to your game, it means a lot.
Anything else for Tre? Okay, we're all good.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.